Speedfriends, what's up? Welcome to the second episode of How to Speedrun Manhunt. In this episode we're gonna cover up the first level or the first scene of the game, of the run, which is called Born Again. So this is the starting point of the run. So as mentioned in the previous video, we start the run from the select scene screen. And we go to the first map. And we select Born Again. As soon as you select Born Again, there is the first cutscene coming up. You gotta skip this by mashing X. Then you have the loading screen, then you have the introduction screen, then you have the white noise screen after start where it says action. And as soon as you gain control over cache, the timing starts, or this is the point where you should start your splits or your stopwatch, just where the timer starts. I will demonstrate that and I will show you some other movement tricks afterwards. So here we go. Start Born Again, skip the cutscene, and already here I'm holding R1 to sprint and forward on the left stick with my left thumb, and I have my right middle finger on my split button, which is the numpad 0 on my numpad. Okay, camera,
action.
And go. This is where we start. Gonna reset my splits. So, there is one specific, I wouldn't say hidden, but somehow hidden game mechanic in this game, like a neat trick, which I would have loved it so much if someone told me about this. I just found out about a few months ago. So, with L2 you can sidewalk to the left. With R2 you can sidewalk to the right. What happens if you press both at the same time? Man, that's fancy. A quick turnaround. This happened to me by accident when I was fooling around in practice and I did this and suddenly Cash did a quick turnaround. So again, press both at the same time, you can perform a quick turnaround in this game. What is also good to know is that you can move the camera during movement with the right stick. Toggle it to the right, the camera will turn to the right. To the left, the camera will turn to the left. This is useful for cutting some corners. I would say if you do this and then you hold, both sticks to the left, you somehow do a sharp left turn, or if you do this to the right, go sharp right. Other basic movement stuff is on the PS4, of course, which I'm playing right now. The X button is a quick or light attack. Square button is a slower but heavier attack. And if you press both at the same time, you can do a grab attack. When you grab an enemy with, both buttons, make sure to mash this to perform a combo which deals a lot of damage, a 3-hit combo which deals a lot of damage. So let's go in the game. As I said, usually before starting my run I'm holding forward, so I start running as soon as I gain control over cache. Pick up the plastic bag here. We don't deal with this first guy here, we just run past him.
Beat him down, boys.
Here's the first trick coming up. There is an enemy coming up which introduces you to the dark spot mechanic I would call it in the game. When you're in the dark, enemies don't see you, except they have like a shotgun with a flashlight, which I will cover up very much later because they show up later in the game. There are also some other cool tricks. But back to this trick. What you want to do is you want to hit the wall with your fist with a light attack, with a fast attack, before you trigger the cutscene which appears after you go into the dark spot. I have I wouldn't say a setup, I have a visual cue for this. I run along the wall, and as soon as Cash enters the area of the hideout, passes the wall, I just press X, and when I run along the wall, I always have a good angle.
Use some
running.
stealth, for God's sake.
Press X, and I hit the wall, and this alerts this enemy, so he comes along faster, and the gate is open right after the cutscene. I don't have to wait for him, and I don't have to deal with him. Another very useful and heavily used game mechanic is coming up right now. When you're falling down in this game from any spot, make sure to press the X button again, which is a light or a quick attack, right as you land. By doing this, you skip the fall down animation, the stagger animation, and you can keep running right away. This is very helpful, and you gotta know this. Land and X. And I skipped the stagger animation.
We're gonna need some fight.
For this guy, there are two strats, but one of them is random. You can perform a sneak kill on this guy, but for the sneak kill, he he just is not allowed to spot you from the top where he comes. So I always go for it, like I do a big turn around him and I hope for the best. But if I don't get it, it doesn't matter. I continue to run because it's, in best case, it saves 2 seconds. Because when you have a quick fight on this guy, the duration of the quick fight is the same duration like if you perform the quick kill with the cutscene. But if you perform the quick kill, killing the next guy is faster because you don't have the plastic bag anymore and you pick up the glass shard immediately. And for the next guy, the execution cutscene with the glass shard is faster than the execution cutscene with the plastic bag. This is where you save like 2 seconds. But if you don't get the quick kill, don't bother with it and, you know, like practice it for 3 days, it doesn't matter. There are a ton more other things in the game you should practice first.
We're talking toe to toe. I know you've got the balls, so just give me the best you've got and you'll deal with this pussy, no problem.
So I hope I can get the quick kill to show it off, but it's random. Ah, he already spotted me.
Hey, I see him. Oh.
Okay, 2 square combos. And 1 crab combo.
I can't corner this guy on my own.
Ah, he's doing this.
Way to go, kid.
Okay, so now I still have the plastic bag, which is okay. For the next guy, he has a very specific spawning point, so you don't want to alert him. But you want to keep running, of course, because running is fast and this is a speed run. So what you're simply gonna do is, from this point, after you're done with this guy, just keep running until you reach the stairs. And as soon as you reach the stairs, stop running, hold L1, which is the aim button, and perform a quick, or the quickest, sneak kill.
Ash, you're totally these assholes.
Checkpoint, stairs, and do this.
Snuff him out.
And here again, in the cutscene, I'm already holding forward and sprint button to sprint away immediately. The next part can be painful, because the guy which is to the left can enter this area here or enter this gate here and spot you immediately, and if he spots you, it's basically a reset. You don't want to melee 2 guys at the same time with no weapons. So pay attention in the cutscene screen where they are. And what I usually do is taking the glass shard there, which is coming up, go to the right, kill the first guy with a sneak kill, and then it depends on the position of the second or the left guy, if I melee him or if I go for the plastic bag behind the van. Depends where he is, which is faster. Let's go. So again,
Just take your time,
pay
Cash.
attention where they
See a few
are.
hoods around these vans.
This one is always coming along here, but
Each gang has their
the other one can be a troll.
These guys call themselves the
Okay,
Hoods,
he's there.
but none of that should bother you. As far as you're concerned,
I might go for the plastic bag, depends on what he's doing as
on you
next.
go.
So, don't want to make a noise with the skate, so I just walk.
What?
through- Oh, this is bad. This
Some
is bad.
fucker over
They need to
here?
back this up, or just wait until he turns around.
All clear. No running gimp here.
Kill him with the glass
Nice
shard,
that jump.
and
That was one
Where is he?
killer shot. Attaboy.
he's there, so I can go for the
When this shit is done.
plastic bag. He might turn around. No, it's
Take him.
this part here brings another very unique or
That's my
very
boy.
useful game
Get your
mechanic
teeth into them.
into my thoughts, which you want to show up. What you're gonna do, what you can do, I mean, when you sneak up on an enemy like this, you can tap the sprint button, or in the PS4 case it's the R1 button, like halfway, then you can perform a boost-like step which doesn't make a noise. Pay attention to the radar. Noise. I'm not that... See, this was it. Again, you gotta have a feeling for this. See? A very tiny boost. Show-off effect. Yeah. Yeah. Too much. This is what you should practice. You get the idea. Again, got it. It's also kinda random. Yeah, got it. Okay, let's progress. So from this part on, you gotta kill those two to make sure the gate opens. The gate doesn't open as long as one of them is still alive. What you're gonna do is just keep running until you reach the cutscene, pick up the glass shard, and then you gotta sneak kill the first guy. I will show you that, and then I will show you a backup strategy if the first guy spots you. Again, just keep running. Corner. Put the glass shard.
Okay. There's some more of these shitheads hanging around the exit. Give me some grade A, honest-to-God gore, and you'll be buzzed through the door.
Move forward and sprint. Go down there, right, through there. Here is a dark spot to the right. This guy, even when he turns around like this, he doesn't spot you here.
Break him!
So you can kill him.
Okay.
Okay.
There's some more of these shitheads hanging around the exit. Give me some grade A, honest-to-God gore, and you'll be buzzed through the door.
So if the first guy spots you, which happened to me a lot in the early in the early days of the game, you just run backwards and take cover at the right wall, and then you can sneak kill him. And it's a nice backup strat that only wastes like 2 or 3 seconds, but you can keep the run alive. So again, run through here, right,
It's just a matter of time.
to make him spot me,
If this is another goose chase, I'm
Jesus! Leave something for
and
me to
take
chew
cover
on.
here, and he will always do this, and you can kill him. Quick turn around, melee the second guy. Perfect fight. And the level is basically done. So now I will show you very important stuff for splits and for continuing the run efficient and quickly. So idle ending, scene ending screen. This is where I split. So when you look at my splits, the first split is born again. As soon as the screen comes up, I hit the split button and I have my split for the first scene. So what you want to do here is press X to save and then read down right, continue without save. This saves a lot of time because we time the game in real time. Then you are skipping saving, which saves a few seconds after each scene. So continue without saving and we're at Born Again. Done with Born Again into Down, Doorway into Hell.
Keep going.
Thanks everyone for watching. I cover this up in the next video, Doorway into Hell.
Okay, are you ready? Camera, action.
This ain't no way to spend.
Read the shit.
Are you serious?
Hey, you! You're dead meat!
Ah.
I know that was you, so don't go running no more. Too big for an alley cat.
From here on in, we're gonna need some fighting skills to get through the action. We're talking toe to toe. I know you've got the balls, so just give me the best you've got and you'll deal with this pussy, no problem. The gate will open once I'm done filming here.
Come on, let's get a quick kill. This should work out.
Miss its base.
It didn't spot me. Slow.
Send him to hell. That was one killer shot. Attaboy. Now just take your time, Cash. I see a few hoods around these vans. Sorry, I should explain. Each gang has their, let's just call it, their thing. These guys call themselves the Hoods, but none of that should bother you. As far as you're concerned, they're meat. Okay, on you go.
Okay, the second one is close, which is really good.
You're gonna turn the Flash world on its head.
Perfect. Can you? Okay, whatever, take it.
Okay, there are some more of these shitheads hanging around the exit. Give me some grade A, honest-to-God gore, and you'll be buzzed through the door.
Go into the dark.
Get Mickey.
Ah, I thought he was closer. Good backup though.
I tell you, I've seen some nasty bastards in my time, but you